Next topic that I want to cover is working with calendar. So the first thing that I want to mention is if you go to File, go to Options, under Schedule, so you see that the default is for all your projects, the default is week starts on Sunday, fiscal year starts in January from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day, 8 hours per day, 40 hours per week, and 20 days per month. So this is the default. My suggestion is if you want to change the calendar, don't change it from here because it's going to affect all of the projects that you create with this Microsoft project on your machine. So I would say let's leave it as is. In order to change the calendar, we go to Project and we go to Change Working Time. In this window, you see that our default calendar is standard, and so what you can do, we have a couple other options. We have 24-hour option, we have night shift, and we have standard. And these are the resources, as probably you've guessed. So for our resources, the calendar that we picked was standard. All right, so let's say that you want to define instead of 8 hours per day, you want to have 12 hours per day of work. And even you can have it for certain days. So let's create a new calendar. I will call it MGMT 6700. It's going to be based on a standard calendar, so that kind of gives us a place to start. All right, so we have two tabs. We have exceptions, we have work weeks. So let's check the work weeks. So under work weeks, we can hit details. So details, Sunday is an off day. As you can see, it's grayed out. Monday is a working date. The default is from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. We can change this. If you hit this one, we can change it to, let's say, 8 p.m. It's basically a 12-hour day, 1 hour for lunch, right? And so we have that. We can go to Tuesday. We can change Tuesday as well to 8 p.m. You can change any of these dates if you want, and hit Saturday is an off day. You can change that too. So hit OK. So this is going to be your working days. By the way, as you can see here, so the Saturdays and Sundays are grayed out. These are non-working days. If I go back here and change these as working days, so from, let's say, 8 a.m. from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and from 1, and let's say it's a Sunday, instead of 12 hours we do 8 hours. Okay, so if I hit OK, if I go back to my MGMT calendar, Sundays, as you can see, Sundays are working days now instead of non-working days. So that kind of gives you more flexibility in terms of creating your own calendar. If you are one of those managers, you can ask people to work on Christmas Day and set Christmas Day as a working day. So I want to set Christmas Day as a working day. So an 8-hour working day, and I want to set it Christmas December 25th. Okay, so that's going to be one of your exceptions. So in that way, you have changed the calendar for your project. Under project information, you can double check the calendar that you're using. So if I change the calendar to MGMT 6700, So as you can see, it's going to change the dates a little bit because you added Sundays as working days, right? So it's gonna kind of shift the end date a little bit to the left. Let me change this project calendar back to standard. I wanted to show you something else, which is kind of neat. Under view, you have Gantt chart view, which is the current view that you can see. We have a task usage view. So this is basically the number of days that you have per task, and the number of hours for the resources for each task. We have a network diagram. So this is kind of interesting. Uh, so if I zoom out, so this is to some extent similar to AON, but it's not exactly that because you don't have the earliest start, early finish, and things like that. But kind of it gives you a different representation of your project, and that could be useful if you're moving forward. If you want to zoom in for certain tasks on beside entire project, you have another option, select a task, so you can just kind of zoom in to that area and see more details. This concludes the MS Project demo that I had for you today. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. But there are lots of um, resources out there on the internet, on YouTube especially. If you just type in different functionalities of MS Project, you will see a lot of answers and a lot of solutions for that. Thank you very much for your attention and have a great day. Bye.